Hello, and welcome
to Badger Talks Live,
which brings exciting happenings,
resources, and talent from our UW flagship campus
to the people of Wisconsin
and beyond.
Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in to listen to me talk with you today about something that maybe a lot of you have never thought about before.
You've really shed a new light on this topic.
I really appreciate everyone's time. I know people take time to listen to these things.
It's wonderful to be able to share a screen with you today. Especially excited to have you here today to talk about creativity in crisis, the practice of poetry.
Thank you all for joining us today. This year in particular has been, for all of us, so very different, but the gardens and the greenhouses have helped make it work. Plants are something that you can learn about whether you come to it late in life or start young as well.
It's a real pleasure to get to show you inside this wonderful building, the Hamel Music Center. So I really hope that this little taste of our building will encourage you to actually come down and see and hear what we're doing.
Every country has a different electoral system, so it's not just the drawing of the district lines, it's even what rules are used.
And I hope you enjoy the next 30 to 40 minutes as we take a journey through how galaxies evolve and what's in between them. That fundamental question of whether life exists somewhere else.
So Harold says, thank you for taking the time to show us this work. You're a very good speaker and make this content very easy to understand.
But today you're here with me, and I would like to share with you a bit about my creative process as a jazz composer and band leader. As I'm sure most of you know, improvisation is a huge part of jazz.
Women in the 19th century generally did not think of comfort the same way we do. I think women have become too used to having comfortable clothing.
Well, thank goodness for that.
This is a topic dear to my heart. Much of my career has been focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And what can you do to create change that promotes diversity, equity, and inclusion?
I'm always so proud of our Badger Talks Live audience, too. They're always very engaged.
Many thanks to all of you who are joining today, and thanks especially for your interest in Florence Price. She has been a trailblazer in so many ways. We have got to encourage and be open to music by all of those who have been marginalized and underrepresented, because how many more treasures are there to uncover?
They say you need to find your one thing, and it sounds like you've really found it.
I couldn't love cows more.
Yeah, that's really wonderful.
And so when things don't work and you need that intensive expertise, legal care, folks come to see us and we listen.
We got a pretty good gig here at Badger Talks Live. We get to talk to people from all over campus and learn about all these great resources. So thank you for all of your work for the people of our community.
So what you see today is that's the problem they're working on, right? Engineering behind blue-green algae removal from the Fox River.
Just my bet that you're going to inspire some future veterinarians.
Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining me on the Badger Talks podcast. I do have to ask before we get to the plants, has anyone ever called you Susan Carpenter B?
No, no one's ever done that before.
This is a really exciting time in human origins research. We really understand things differently today. It's because we appreciate a set of nuances that were never obvious to us before.
When I look at the research and the places you've traveled and the things you've uncovered, sort of the Indiana Jones career, that's very cool.
As you leave this, I just want to encourage you, think through what you didn't know before.